Alright guys, today we're going to Freelance Coffee in Costa Mesa, California. It's a roaster and a coffee shop. I think it's Costa Mesa / Newport line. Don't quote me on that. It might be on the Newport beach line. But it's a great roaster, great coffee shop, very industrial feels, and they share their space with a co-space, kind of like a WeWork, but it's called co-something else. I really like the roast. The only thing I don't like about them, and you'll see, is that I think it's $7 or $7.50 for small, very small iced vanilla latte. So that said, let's get into it. I'm going to take you for a quick ride because it's right off the 55, so I'm already almost there, and then we'll do the thing. Welcome to Give It Beans episode 3. Alright guys, so here I am walking into Freelance Coffee. You can see they have beautiful vines all across the building. And on the left you'll see dark doors. That's what it's called. It's not called co-work, it's called Passport. That's the co-work space that they share the building with. I'm looking around now. They got a little outside bench area. And as I look in, I'm waiting in line. They have a fridge with drinks on the left and custom-made sandwiches from a partner. I am partial to their peanut butter and jelly with like this pollen honey. It's delicious. But just waiting in line here, you can see the bulb lights. I do want to disclose that it is not this dark in here as it looks. I had an ND filter on, an ND14 on my GoPro, so that is the reason why it seems a little moody and dark in here. It wasn't their fault. It's probably because my GoPro. That said, they don't have a lot of natural light in the dark spots. It's just in the openings, like the entrance and the side, which you'll see in a minute. Here's me going up to their cold drink and sandwich and salad little refrigeration bar. You'll see me look at a sandwich. It's like a dill chicken salad. It's called Good Food, I think. That's the partner, but I didn't get it because I wanted the peanut butter and jelly they had, which they didn't have. On the top left, above the pastries, in black, you'll see a board with the prices. A iced vanilla latte is $6.75. However, for syrup, it is an extra 75 cents, so it is $7.50 for a small iced vanilla latte. So I was correct there. Now here's me walking through their different areas. They have roasting beans on the left here. Outside they have parking, and then they have a vine wall to the back of me, which you'll see in a second, which says single origin coffee. Because all of their beans and coffee is single origin, which I view as a perk. Here's an overview of it. I like these garage doors. The thing is, I can't really park my motorcycle in them. And the parking spaces were all full, so that's why I parked out front. Beautiful marble table, I think, or maybe quartz. Then I look up to the merchandise wall where they sell soaps, pens, coffee gear, filters, fellow products, fellow water boiler grinders, etc., mugs, honey, everything you can think of, socks even, I think hats I end up looking at in a second. I'm doing a little slow pan here so you guys can see it all. T-shirts. You'll see me pick up a hat right there. And I thought it was cool looking, but it's of cheap quality. It's like a cheap trucker hat rather than a quality one like ones I wear. So yeah, very cool stuff. Salts, candles. I mean, I could go on. They have it's basically a merchandise room with seating in it in this one little section. They also have bar seating on the right in the next room where the coffees are picked up. You'll see on my right and on the left, bar countertop seating. Pretty cool stuff. Huge space. I mean, if I were to guesstimate, it could probably accommodate at least, I want to say 30 people, if not 30 to 50, if some are willing to stand. Here I'm looking at their coffee, smelling it, well, trying to smell it, but I realize there's not much to smell because they're all sealed. But they have on almost all the coffees, acid level, sweetness level, acidity level, sweetness level, darkness, etc. So I was very impressed with that. You can see they've got, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of coffees that they all roast in-house, single origin. So pretty cool. I didn't mean to bother people behind the coffee shelves here. It's just where it was located versus where they were sitting. So I don't know if I was irritating them or not, but I was looking at the coffee for a good bit here. Anyways, this was me while I was waiting for my drink. I will knock them a little bit. It takes them a while. Even though they have 3 baristas behind the counter, it takes them a while to get drinks up for order. I mean, it probably took about 15 minutes to 20 minutes this time. Prior, I've had to wait up to 45 minutes for coffee. So there's that to consider. There is a wait time. I'm just reading the origin. One of these is from Peru. I think another one's from like Ethiopia. Different areas. So something to consider when you're considering stopping by this place is they have great beans. You don't just have to drink their in-house coffee. You can go try their beans if you want. But that said, I'm looking around one more time, and I'm moving back to a spot that I think is not going to intrude on anybody's conversation or anything while I wait awkwardly for this 15 to 20 minute plus latte. And I skip ahead here coming up because frankly it's just taken a while and I feel awkward waiting, and you might feel that way here too. But you can see there are people talking, chatting. You'll see people order in front of me here, even though I get some weird looks, probably because I have a GoPro on my chest and I'm fully geared up with motorcycle armor, helmet at hand. Maybe I look awkward, I don't know. Or maybe people are just like, oh, a new person, I don't know. But anyways, still waiting here. Hopefully I'll be getting the coffee soon. But it is a cool vibe. You can see the greenery, the plants, the globe lighting, the industrial, I think, kind of feel. It's very modern. I haven't been into that Passport co-work space, so I don't know and can't comment what that, entails, but I think it's like a WeWork where you can rent out a spot for a little bit and use what you want. So, waiting here again. That lady in front of me who just walked by also waiting for her drink. Okay, at this point you can see I'm getting more antsy about waiting. Someone comes who was sitting next to me where I was waiting and just gives me a stare, so you can tell it's still taking a while here. But going on, I finally get called, or I skip to where I get called, because like I said, 15-20 minute wait. Get my drink, thank the barista. She didn't say, she did say sorry for the wait, actually, now that I remember it, so kudos to her. And then here we go, let's take this drink outside so we can taste this nectar of the gods. But I wanted to first give you guys another walkthrough into their main spaces. There's a roaster in the back behind the windows there, roasting machine. Outside, greenery, parking lot, and then let me see me walk all around here so I can get a nice view of their other seating in the front patio. So here we go. Very industrial area. Industrial businesses. Walking up, this is their bench space out front. Little awnings that don't really protect you from rain or anything, but they're there. Lots of plants. And then the seating out front here, which no one was utilizing. It was a little gray out, but it wasn't super dark or anything. So here's me going for a seat. I think I'm going to pick the table next to the palm tree there. And here we go. Alright, so that's the size of the coffee. I'm not sure if you guys can see it well. I mean, I have pretty big hands, but maybe 8 ounce. And this is $7.50. I think 12 ounce should be $7.50, but let's get a reverse view. So there's the coffee, about $7.50, 8 ounce. Here's first sip. That's really good. That's like a 4.7 beans out of 5. Really, really good. Check them out. They are in Newport Beach, as I said in the voiceover. They're not in Costa Mesa. So yeah, we drove about 30 miles south to go to Newport to try this, and it's really good. I'd give it a 4.7 out of 5 beans. Vibe in there, very industrial, but lots of people, as you saw in the voiceover in the video. Clearly I like the latte. I'm almost done with it, but it is very small and costly. That's what I would knock it for. They roast their own beans. I'm not sure if you guys saw all the beans on the racks. There was one that looked really good, low acidity, high sweetness, which I'm into. So I might check that out. Till next time, guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and we'll make another episode in a few weeks.